Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
Man,
I hate guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings.
I just hate the quarterback. I got in here, man. My cap was all jacked up.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Yeah.
So I had to drop Cousins. I drafted a rookie. So that's why I'm going to went down. I'm like 2 more pieces on offense.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that is the kind of tackle
they want to see. Ratings ain't bad. He just sucked to me, man. I can't play him.
It'll be a loss of
play
1,
with him.
And that'll bring up a second and 11. Here's Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do. And eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
And then that's the thing, my record be good, so I ain't been getting no first round, but when I do get drafts, they get the bottom of the pile.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just
I do too. I mean, really, that's what I like to build players and stuff, but I ain't been able to draft or nothing because I don't be having picks or this or that and can't make moves.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He's got the 1st down inside the 10.
I forgot I traded for Odell, though, but I had to give up Donald. I didn't want to do it.
1 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are.
Yeah, I don't like Gurley either, man. For some reason, I can't work out with Gurley.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I got a different quarterback. I got different linemen. New receivers, additional receivers.
Watch the curl. 11. Check 25. 12. Wide motion. Watch twist.
They'll try the left side. McFarland, he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They've gotten into the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
If for some reason I thought about drafting another quarterback, but I invested so much in this quarterback, I'm trying to think, can I even really truly roll with him?
On 1st and 10, Gordon. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5.
Man, that was not the man I wanted you to throw to. You caught me switching, too.
Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there.
How did he miss that damn
Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I forgot.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a run with Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw. Gordon. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line.
No, I'm in Detroit.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. And I...
1st down, here's the run with
Yeah, they coming up out of it,
down
though.
About the 12 for a gain
Slowly,
of 3.
but
Well, so many times we look
like
at
they letting the factory people go back to work to 18.
Establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I ain't stopped working.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards
You know
here
Curry
on
and
3rd
them?
down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Curry one bought me in here. All them from Texas, though.
Slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
About 3 other dudes.
They're able to
I'll be
convert
playing
on
in
3rd down, and that
different
sets up a 1st
all
and
them
goal.
from Texas.
You know a dude named Damien?
No, I don't know Damien. He the commiss though, ain't he?
Yeah, he the one that brought me to the league.
Oh, okay.
Him and there's some other dudes in Texas that seen it.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
All over the place. I like that.
They'll try and sneak it here. And
Yeah.
they'll take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
I mean, the league good, though. I think this is my third season.
Tied at 7.
I like the league. It's just I can't do
Each
nothing
team's
with
had
this
it.
team.
Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kicks away.
I said this season or next season, I said
That'll be taken in the end zone.
And I'm trying to get to the playoffs.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it.
Throwing on third. Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Black 52.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that
Come
going
on,
to be
Beckham.
incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Man, how is they letting him?
2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing again is gone.
Look at that.
Able to hang on through the contact.
3
It's
straight
incomplete.
drops.
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
No.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's
Look how he just shedded him.
Escape, and he goes down.
My God.
The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Value 1. Bravo. Mike's 50.
Here's Goff. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
12. 55 to Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Tiger. Watch the ship. Check 31. Check 31. Check 13. Check 5.
Goff now looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
That was a bad throw. He should have picked
So on
that.
4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He gets us away.
Yeah,
it's a
my
good
kicker
one,
and my
toward the
punter.
sidelines. And no return here.
Hey, man, they thing goes so
Just
slow.
outside the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Yeah, I seen you going
Picked
for
off at the
that, too.
30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mike 52. I don't think you got it, son. 52 is the mic right here over there. 12.
Goff now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gordon. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Hey, high 7 to go.
Operating from the gun. Gordon, and the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Gordon. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And he will score.
Yeah, because you moving the ball.
Good job. Good job.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it up, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The quick slant caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Johnson was the intended receiver. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. To the
Come on, man.
It's incomplete. He was trying to go
catch
back
the
to
ball.
there, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive
That's your rookie. Come, Odell, burn him, baby.
But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real
What?
threat. This is 3rd and long.
Man, the man is
Gone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 field goals that he's
First
hit.
of all,
This
why
last
is he-
one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to
Kicking
the
field
adage that every
goals. That ain't
offensive
even my
coach has
regular
ever
kick.
said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw again. Gordon. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
bro, got too low.
Hold on. Why do they got the other dude kicking field goals? That can't be Zerline.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now here's a pass on
can't get
first
this
down.
up.
It's
This
knocked
nigga
away
Odell
and
involved
incomplete.
at all.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Wilson's
These
got it
niggas are
complete.
making miraculous
It's
catches.
a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Yeah, he wasn't even
This has to go
supposed to
down to
catch
one of the
that.
simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mike 52. Hey, Charlie.
On first down, it's gone. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Look at that. See, that's why I don't like golf, man.
Timing is everything on a
He
route
was
like
open
this.
and in front of him, and he threw the ball
to a
behind
tight
you.
spot.
You
And
just
if
cut
you're
in
a
front
little
of him.
early or a little late,
I don't
chances
like
are
it.
there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's
I was
going the
like,
other
shit,
way.
Yeah, threw him in front of him or how or any other angle than that angle. That's touchdown.
I threw it high.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. The time to pull out the stops is now. They convert there on 4th down.
Please, couple passes.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a... hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gordon. It's complete to Diggs. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Back to throw. Gordon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring... He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They're going to look to throw. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious.
You can't throw. If I throw the ball past 10 yards, it's going to get picked.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Now this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You don't mean Todd Gurley, do you?
Todd Gurley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams use their short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT.
Left tackle, what you want to give up for? I think I got some.
And an impressive display by the
Do
Eagles.
you? We got some speed.
Scoring again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We can work something out. If you look at my team, my free safety and strong safety, 85 and 86 speed.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked in the line.
And Gurley fumbled it.
I do not like Gurley, man.
And the Vikings pick up the football. Look at the big man fumble. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches.
I guess I can
If
face
someone
that
had a
Brooklyn
particular
anyway.
problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention
I
to
guess
him.
I can just
Get
face
out to
that
the
Brooklyn.
football. He's
So
dropped it
she's
the
gonna
last
put
couple
me
of
there
games.
because that's my
First
riding
down
partner for
completion, only
the
netted
year.
3. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Yeah,
Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll set up to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
They said something about their teachers.
With just under 30
about
seconds
don't
left to go.
suggest what
So
teacher
big
you
play
want.
as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for
I gotta
first
let you
and
see the
10.
email.
They'll look to throw. And this is
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm
caught,
telling you,
but
it
they'll
said
say
don't
out of bounds.
do something, give
So it's
input or
incomplete.
something, but don't
Well, it just
suggest
seems
the
like all
teachers.
game
I gotta
long there
let you
hasn't
read
been a
it.
lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the
But then
same page.
I'm gonna be Miss
Quarterback and
Lopio
receiver.
then.
You don't know
They
where
haven't
you
been on the
are.
same
I don't like
grease
Miss
board when
Lopio.
you draw plays up.
How you
Haven't been
don't
on
like
the same surface
teachers?
tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
You don't know what class you're gonna be in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you,
Good game,
in
man.
the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for